Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I want to share with you how I play Comfortably Numb as recorded by Pink Floyd on guitar. Now this song has some incredible guitar playing in it, and I'm going to break it down for you step by step. So let's get straight into the first part. The song begins with the intro on a B minor chord. And I play this at the 2nd fret here. It's a bar chord starting on the 5th string. I go 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. And you can play this rhythm. And there's like a slide guitar. You hear just sliding up the neck as like a sound effect on top of this. Now the strumming pattern that I'm doing here is down, 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 up, or 1 and 2 E and down. It uses 3/8 notes, so that's 1 and 2, and then the last two are 16th notes, and that's the down up. So it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and So that's the intro, and I'm gonna break this entire song down for you step by step. But before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, I wanna give you a gift right away. Let me ask you, have you ever struggled getting your guitar in tune without a tuner? I know for me, this is something that I struggled with for way too long, and it wasn't until I discovered a way of tuning that made it so much easier to be able to just grab a guitar and get it in tune right away and get to the music. And so what I did was write down the system that I use in just a simple 5-step guide. I call it my 5-step secret tuning method guide. And I want to give this to you completely for free. And this is not the typical way of tuning. In fact, if you go on Google or YouTube and search the internet, you're not going to find this method that I'm using. I show you the traditional ways that we're taught to tune in this PDF, and then I show you the way that I do it and why it's better. So I want to give this to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning or click the first link down below as my gift to you. All right, after the intro, we go into the verse, and that's just a 4-bar progression that goes. So a couple new chords here. We're gonna start on that B minor, the same chord, and we're gonna play that for 1 bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then change to A. And I was doing it with just 1 finger here, so I'm playing from the 5th string down, open, 2, 2, 2. And then go to G. And this is a G that I like for rock. You could play your typical G like this, but what I do is remove that index finger. So I play the 3rd fret of the low E, I mute the A string, then open, open, 3, 3. And then we're gonna walk the bass down into an E minor chord. So this is the 3rd bar here. So we have 1 bar of B minor, 1 bar of A. In the 3rd bar, we're gonna have 2 chords. That's G, walk the bass down to E minor. Now E minor, I'm playing just typical E minor, open, 2, 2, open, open, open. And then we go back to B minor. Now this progression is sort of the core of this song, and it's one that's used later in the song as just like the vamp out where Gilmour is just shredding and playing an awesome solo. So you're gonna wanna make note of this progression. Now from here, we're gonna add that same strumming pattern. So we're gonna go. So that's down, 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 up. Now when I do the walking bass, like on the measure where we get to G, I go down, down, down. And then instead of down, up, I just play that note. So down, 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 bass, down, 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 up, down, 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 So that goes 3 times for the verse. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about the guitar sound that I'm using. So I'm playing my Strat here, and I'm going into a Leslie pedal, and this simulates like a Leslie cabinet that you would have with an organ. And this was a sound that Pink Floyd used all the time, and it's on a lot of classic recordings. You know, it's just a classic sound. It's the Leslie speaker. So that's what you hear with my clean tone. So that's all that's going on there. And then after this, we go to the next section, and this is where the lyrics go. There is no pain, you are receding. We're gonna play. That's the first part of this progression. So I went to now a D chord. That's from the 4th string down. So open, 2, 3, 2. And then I went to an A, and you could do the same A that we had before. What I went to here was open, 2, 2, 2, open. Now each one of these chords is lasting 1 bar, so I'm gonna play 2 of those strumming patterns per chord like this. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, switch. Okay, now here, we have this little passing chord, and this comes off that A. We're gonna go up to a G over B, which is starting on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then open, open, 3. Then go to C. Okay, now this comes on beat 4, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, E and it's a quick 16th note push, 4 E and 4 E and 1 and 2. Then C on the downbeat. That's from the 5th string down, 3, 2, open, 1, open. Then to G. Then to C. Then to G. Then this repeats again. So here it is one more time, all of this 2nd section put into context. Here we go, 3, 4, and... All right, next up is the chorus, and this part is so epic. This is where they sing, I have become comfortably numb. We're gonna start out on an A sus4. So this is like the A chord with 1 finger here. So open, 2, 2, 2, but I'm gonna add my ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then I'm gonna take this off. So it's 1 and 2 and then 3 and... So it's a split bar, so 2 beats on that A sus and then you change. 1 and 2 and 3 and then on beat 4, 4 E and O1. We do that syncopated rhythm that we did in the previous section. We go to that G over B. Now here, I know this is a bit tricky, right? Doing those fingerings. But these are common moves. You'll use them in so many songs. You want to be able to go from this G over B to that C. So G over B, C, then to G, then D. Okay, so all together. Have become comfortably numb. From there, we go into an epic guitar solo, and chord-wise, we go back to the previous section. So over the words before we were singing, "There is no pain, you are receding." Now I'm gonna post a separate video that details out the lead, but for now we wanna learn the progression. So here we're going D to A, then to D, then to A, G over B, C, Then out of this guitar solo, we go back to the chorus. Have become comfortably numb. And then we go back to the verse and everything repeats again. So those are the sections you need to know, and then when you get to the end of the song, after you repeat everything, you stay on that verse progression. Remember at the beginning of this lesson, I said, be aware of this progression because it's gonna come back. So that's how you end the song, is it just fades out on the verse progression. So take your time with this and make sure you get each section down. You wanna know the chords, you wanna know the form of the song, so going from the verse to the intro and how it all pieces together. And then of course the strumming patterns and rhythms as well. And even if you're doing all of that, but you're out of tune, then that's a bummer. So make sure to grab my 5-step secret tuning method guide. And this is gonna enable you to be able to grab any guitar and get it in tune with itself right away. And this is such a great skill to be able to have. For me, it just made me so much more confident as a guitar player. And it helps you not be reliant upon having an app or an electronic tuner. You can just get tuned up and get to the music faster. So just go to johnmcclennan.com/tuning or click the first link down below. You can grab that as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more Pink Floyd, check out this video next.